are live with. This is a record. This is the first one of many firsts on the episode. We have our guest Ian back for the third time. That's the first ever that's happened. So, I think you were the first to do international. You're just breaking all records. First to do international. First to do a double podcast. I think. Maybe Cole did it first. I don't remember.
Cole
I think
got
it
in
was
before me there. No, I didn't I haven't got all the records. Cole got in before me. So.
all
Cole's
right.
got to step his game up for this one now.
One of them be. All right. Well, you got 2-1, I think. So, welcome back. Ian's back on the show, back on the pod. Everyone, go check out Ian Cooper S. Traveler on the gram. We're here to have a little bit of a chin wag and kind of discuss. I know last time you were on, you were talking about the Jack and Bertie show that you have coming up. So we wanted to kind of give some announcements on that. So hopefully we can flood the community with information and get a bunch of cool cars out there and people to attend for a good cause. Yeah. So go check that out. Oh, what's the Instagram? Instagram on that?
So it's Jack and Bertie's car show Bonanza.
Bonanza.
We also have email, which is simply just Jack and Bertie's, all one word, at outlook.com.
Outlook.com?
Outlook.com, yep.
Man, I haven't heard Outlook.com for a long time.
Like at AOL.com?
Yeah, old school, you know.
Well, everyone go follow that. We'll be chatting about it today. Check out minilife.37 on all the socials. You can follow me, Goldtooth Gray. You can follow Sean at Scrappy Hard.
What up, everybody?
The hippity hoppity, scrappity hippity hoppity. Hippity hoppity. Speaking of shows, sorry, Ian, not to take away from you, but we have our big British car show coming up tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that. It's called Queen's English, but I don't know if they're going to change it to King's English.
I was going to say, surely it's got to be the King's English now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't do things like the Brits, you know. We don't change our prime minister every 2 seconds.
Let's not make this political, Mike.
Hold on. I'm going political.
Oh, jeez.
Ian, your country is technically part of the UK, correct?
Yes. Well, we don't always really go there, but politics in Northern Ireland can be a bit frustrating.
We're just like in general. I want to know if this affects Ian as well, because I'm always giving Sean shit because he sends me his pint and he's like, hey, cheers, and I was like, oh, how's your water? Because all of your alcohol, all of your beers are like 3%. I'm like, what the heck is this? And after like the millionth time of me cracking jokes about this, I Googled it. I was like, why is the UK's alcohol or beer rather, I don't know about liquor, so like low alcohol percentage? Like ours over here, it's very difficult to find a beer under 5%. Like all of ours are like 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you get really hefty, it's like 9, 10. There was a porter, I forgot to tell you, Sean, porter at that place that's 13.3%. Like it's insane.
A couple of them and you'll know about it.
Yeah, one of them, one and done, baby. But anyways, apparently, Ian, this is the history lesson for all of you that don't know. Apparently there's some sort of tax that got put out per like alcohol percentage. So all the breweries and distillers or whatever you want to call them are lowering their alcohol percentage so they don't get taxed more. And it's called drinkflation.
Okay, well, learn something new every day. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Can I just jump in here? When Mike says he's been giving me shit for this, that is such an understatement. Such an understatement. Honestly, Mike, you gotta lay off me, man. It's not my fault.
You're out like, hey, cheers, mate. I'm like, wow, you gotta have 27 of those to like even feel it. Like water here over in LA is more potent. Maybe not in the good way.
I was gonna say, you're
killing
probably
me slowly.
That's it.
It's got like lead in it, probably. I don't know. But anyways, that's a great history lesson. I love that. Those little tidbits. It's really interesting. Like, what the heck? How do they do? Like, how do you get away with that? That's so weird. Like, I feel like the brewers need to stand up and fight for the people, right? You know? No,
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm
that's
just gonna
weird.
stick with coffee today. So
Is
I was
that
gonna say
not weird though?
I'm on the rum, so there's
Huh.
other alternatives, Mike.
You better check that alcohol percentage on that rum. It's probably
Dude,
like
it's like 40%. It's fine.
maybe they're not getting taxed. But isn't that weird though? Like, why aren't they doing it to liquor? Like, that doesn't interest you? I don't know. It's interesting to me. Sorry.
I mean,
Anyways,
as long as
right.
it tastes good, I'm happy.
Yes, I agree. I'm not trying to go down the rabbit hole here, Ian.
I
But
mean,
I
I think
agree
you
with
already
that.
have.
I agree with it, but like, isn't part of it to get a little bit of a buzz? Like a little bit.
I guess.
It's called liquid courage for a reason.
yeah. Well, just while you're on that subject, if you're a whiskey drinker, Northern Ireland has the oldest whiskey distillery in the world.
Oh,
That's cool.
Bushmills, yeah.
I feel a little
Bushmill.
trip coming along.
Bushmill, actually, I think it's 1608.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, oldest licensed whiskey distillery in the world.
Wow, interesting.
Mike, that's older than your country, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not probably. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I was trying to sound cool there. Like, yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh dear.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's the starting point actually for the Causeway Coast Mini Clubs weekender on the. It's always the last. I think it's around the bank holiday weekend in August every year. So they have a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday of our bank holiday weekend at the end of August. So yeah, on the Saturday starts from the distillery in Bushmills.
Nice.
It's usually it's a pretty cool event. So.
Is it the same rule over there in Ireland? Is it 5 and drive?
I don't know. We're probably the same as you. Well, yes. To answer Mike's original question, Northern Ireland is officially British. The 6 counties of Northern Ireland it's the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
See, I wasn't trying to like.
The island. Yeah.
I wasn't trying to talk down on it. I just wanted to know if drinkflation affected you up there.
Yeah, it probably does. Yeah. So.
Huh. Interesting. Well, comment if drinkflation is bullshit, and if we should win back this alcohol percent. I'm not trying. It doesn't need to be 10%, but 3.8 for IPA. Like, what is that? Or Bud Light is nice, bigger than that.
Yeah,
it sounded great. Anyways,
dude, some of the beers that you keep sending, I know we're going down a tangent here, but some of the beers you keep sending me, I'm just like, that sounds amazing. Like, I want to come and taste
this sour that I have.
Was it guava sour or something?
It's orange guava. Dang, I'm forgetting the third one. Orange guava something and like marshmallow. Like, it sounds so weird. But it's such a trip because it like you smell the marshmallow, but you don't. It's anyways, we're gonna do a spin-off of beer reviews. I think that's a fun.
I think we need to.
The rate you're going, you can have several podcasts on the go.
So. Yeah. Well, I think Sean will have to do the beer reviews because he could have like I said, 37 over there and still like talk. If I had one, it might go downhill real quick. So
let's do it one day. Let's just do a live where we'll just get absolutely tanked on beer tasting and try and talk minis still by the end of the night.
All right, I like that. I think we should do the other one too, like coffee too, and see like how like jittery we can get.
Buzzed we're gonna be, yeah. Who's gonna crash first?
Didn't James May and Richard Hammond do something like that during COVID? They were doing like was it a shot and then trying to build Lego or something?
Yeah, I think that. I think there was a chess one I saw as well. Yeah. At some point, I don't know if that was Hammond or not, but yeah,
they were funny. That was funny.
We could do something like rebuild a carburetor, like how
Oh,
something.
Dude, that would be hilarious. Let's do it. Let's just get a few beers in. I've got a set of twin carbs behind me that need rebuilding, so let's do it.
You'd be spraying the carb cleaner in your eyeball. It's gonna shoot out the hole. Oh man. Yeah. Anyways, drinkflation sucks. Let's win it back for the people. But really, we're here to bring people to, like I said, the Jack and Bertie show and Bonanza rather. And we love having Ian on here. We want to support him and a great cause. So tell us what's new with it, man. I know there's a lot under in the works, and it's what, 5 weeks out.
Yeah, 5 weeks ago. Yeah, yeah. I think
Well, I
last
guess
time
at
I
the
was
time of
on,
this airs, it might be 4. I don't know. We'll see.
yeah, before weeks,
4.
hopefully, yeah, until we go. So, um, yeah, because we are on the 1st of June. So the 1st of June, yeah. So we're going live. What's the day going to be? The 6th of May. So yeah, we're going to be just
Mm-hmm.
under 4 weeks. So yeah, so we're really closing in quite quickly now. We've been 18 months in the making, and it's absolutely flew by, especially this last 6 months when everything started really dropping into sequence. I think the last time I was on, I think we had got our venue sorted, and we were kind of
Yeah.
starting to really push everything forward now. So which has been amazing. Why we've got yes, our venue is all sorted. Like I mentioned before, it's in Armagh City, which is our county town. So it's the County Armagh county town. It's being held at the Palace Domain. It's the Armagh Palace Domain, which was originally the Archbishop's Palace, I think is what it's called. It's a lovely old stately home with big sprawling grounds in front of it. So we will be having the house as our backdrop, all being well, if the weather stays on our side. So the main show area is going to be on grass, which is the gardens in front of the house. So staying positive. In the front of the house, with this lovely gravelled area, we're going to have some special display cars. We have some pretty spectacular cars already on our socials. If anybody goes on our Facebook or Instagram, you see we do some reveals. But once a week or so, we start revealing a new car we have coming, which is these are invited guest cars, and then the show cars itself, they'll be coming and they'll be parked on the grass in the garden in front of the house. So yeah, the way we are at the minute, we have that set up. We have a trade stand, sorry. We have about 8 traders coming. We have about 8 or 10 craft stalls coming for a craft fair, kids activities, to be in the ground of bouncy castles and that sort of thing for the kids. So the whole ethos of this is to get a really family friendly sort of just a nice day out for everyone. So even the cars we have coming, we have not set an age limit. We haven't set a make. It's everything and anything car show. So cars we already have pre-booked. We have a pre-booking system on Eventbrite, and we actually have a 1912 Delage.
Oh.
I think it's a Delage drop head tourer. I think it is. I actually had to Google it because I didn't know what it was. This beautiful old convertible, this massive thing, and it's so it's that's our oldest car. And we have 2016 Dacia Sandero Stepway, and literally everything in between. We've actually been very lucky as well that this year being the 100th anniversary of MG and the 125th anniversary of Rover cars, we've reached out to the MG and the Rover clubs, and they've actually really come to town on us, and they have quite a number of MGs and Rovers coming from a number of clubs. And yeah, it's going to be pretty spectacular. We've got sort of they're basically using our show to to remember the 100th anniversary of MG, which is amazing. This is for the Northern Ireland chapter essentially of the MG club. So it's going to be, hopefully it's going to be pretty sweet day. And we do have a backup plan if we have torrential weather between now and then, and we can't go onto grass. Like it's 18 months in the making. We do not want to cancel, so we have got a backup venue which is all on concrete and tarmac. Again, still in the main city, so which is amazing. So we have that to fall back on, and we will be making the decision that about 2 weeks beforehand, just if we have to, we have that to go to. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't, because we really want to have this amazing backdrop for the event. So really, on the just to go backwards again, so the show itself, the background for it, I think maybe I mentioned it the last time, was we were raising money for neonatal units. So there are two local hospitals here, Craigavon Area Hospital and the Royal Jubilee Maternity Hospital in Belfast. So the reason why we went down this route for as a fundraiser for them is both my son and my friend Philip is a co-organizer. Both of our sons needed to spend some time in the neonatal units, and we kind of just thought, we want to give a wee bit back to say thanks to the staff that looked after our sons and our wives. So, and like, we know cars, and the only way we could think of was to hold a car show. So that's really where all this has come from, and yeah, it's been amazing. So Jack is Philip's son, Bertie's my son, so that's where the Jack and Bertie's came from. And Bonanza was just a word that just came to Philip one night, and yeah, it's kind of just worked. And Jack and Bertie's car show Bonanza just rolls off the tongue, and yeah, I think it's going to be quite catchy. So I think it's pretty cool. So what else really? Entry itself, I said we have our Eventbrite. So for anybody who is interested in going and they want to pre-enter, they're more than welcome to go on to Eventbrite, search for Jack and Bertie's. If they go into our socials, it's all linked to it as well. So it's £10 pre-entry plus Eventbrite fees. I think it's £1.50 or something for their fees. Or if they feel they're referred to pay on the day, we're more than happy for people to just arrive and pay on £13 just on the day, and yeah, rock up and we'll have a bit of fun. So yeah, it's vehicles. Just times out a few notes here just so I don't forget. So we are open for the public from 12 until 4, and we want anybody who's coming to come with a car. If they come in around by 10 o'clock, get set up, and we can't, for insurance purposes, we can't have any movement on site after 12 o'clock. So yeah, from really any time from about 10 on to 4 o'clock, that's our event, and there'll be plenty to see. We already have some pretty amazing cars already pre-booked, and going to be coming along on display, and we've got some amazing support from local businesses and businesses a little further afield as well, so which has been amazing.
Fantastic. That's what you want, isn't it? That's some good spotlight for the event.
Yeah. So, and the idea too is we really want to. Northern Ireland has some amazing car collections, and a lot of cars that don't see the light of day come out very, very occasionally. And we've been lucky enough. We've a number of contacts. We've friends in the motorsport circuit over here who have sort of pulled favors with their friends and friends of friends, and some of the cars coming out of the woodwork are simply amazing. It's like just as an example of cars we've already launched is we have the Unipart Autocross Metro, which was, I believe, a works venture for, I think it was in the early 80s when Austin Rover, with Unipart backing, went autocrossing with this Metro. I mean, it's a one-off vehicle in a collection here in Northern Ireland. We have a number of stanced cars, so right up your street, Sean. We have a stance Volkswagen Caddy pickup, beautiful Mark 1 Caddy pickup, and a lovely classic Mini with a K-Series 16-valve motorbike head. I think it's 1380 or 1430cc with a twin cam head on. Absolutely beautiful car, and a prize-winning car as well. So it's an amazing car to have as well. You can't forget the Mini Haha, the Andy Saunders Mini Haha.
God, is that thing still going around?
Yeah, so that one is an interesting story with that one. So after Andy Saunders, the famous car designer, he built the car and he uses this everyday car, which I find incredible. But it found its way to Northern Ireland to a motor show or a motor museum in Portrush up on our north coast, and when it closed, the car itself ended up at the local oval track. sort of in between, like an intervals type thing, doing like
promotions.
reverse wheelies and things like that, just to sort of be a promotional thing.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what happened. I did that for a long time, and then a friend of mine, Andy Shaw, bought it and restored it. And I think he unveiled it at the IMM in Bristol. I believe. I think they unveiled it to the public then. I was like, it was literally just restored. So it's amazing to have that one here as well. But I mean, we don't just have minis; we have everything. We've got there's an Opel Manta. I believe it's a Works Manta, but it's now been redone in Andrew's Heat for Hire colours.
Oh, the best livery ever.
Which looks fantastic. A 205 GTI rear-wheel drive one. It's one of 8 cars ever built, and that's the only one that's still competing and competes and does very well here in the Irish rally scene. So what else we got? We have the very first Metro 6R4.
The first one.
Chassis number 1, yeah.
Wow.
We only found that out when we were doing the research for putting up on socials. So there's he's quite
What's
famous rally
that
driver
John
here.
Sprinzel Sebring Sprite?
Yes, well, it's a replica.
Replica. That thing's
It's
crazy
a beautiful
looking.
replica. Yeah. So, good friend of mine, Will Corey. He's very, very big in the auto test scene here, and that's where I got to know him, was through auto testing. He restored this. He restores midgets and sprites as a bit of a living, and so yeah, he had the opportunity to get this sprite Sebring. It's a beautiful replica. It's almost a perfect replica. Only right down to the registration number is a few numbers out as well. It's a beautiful car. We're not sure if we'll get it or not, but he also has an X-Works Mark 1 midget, which has never been restored. So it's mechanically it's perfect, but it's very rough around the edges. So yeah, he's in the middle of reconditioning that at the minute. So we're not going to hold him to it, but he said if it's free, he might bring it. So yeah, that'll be amazing to see that one. Obviously, you're looking through our Instagram there, I'm assuming, Mike.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lovely Sunbeam Tiger race car.
That thing's
with
cool
a V8.
too.
I think they're Ford V8, I think. Sunbeam Tiger race car. That car has been competing for years on the historic racing circuit over here in the north and in the south, and competes very well. It's a class-winning and event-winning car.
Because weren't they originally the most competitive car against the Escorts back in the day?
I believe
or am I
so,
thinking of something else? But if I remember rightly, they were the better choice to be used for competition.
There's also Hillman Avenger as
It
well.
might
So
have been, yeah.
we have a X-Works Hillman Avenger
Nice.
as well, which is nice to have. So again, I mean, these cars, like we did a lot of these cars, we didn't even know Northern Ireland had. Like they're tucked away in little garages and little barns all over the country, and like I'm saying, they're coming out of the woodwork now that we have our contacts, we're finding them. So, like this is amazing. When we got this was only arrived us quite by accident. It's unfortunate for the owner, but it's lucky for us. He competes in the hill climb championship here, but unfortunately he had an accident. He broke his arm, so he can't compete at the minute. And there happens to be a sprint round on the 1st of June in Enniskillen in County Fermanagh, and he was meant to be competing in this car, but unfortunately due to his accident, he is now bringing the car to us. So it's fortunate for us, even though it's unfortunate for him. But so it's a Dallara TC2 single seat Formula car. It's in full Red Bull Formula One colours, and is actually an ex-Sebastian Vettel car.
How cool!
Sounds amazing. I've seen it competing a number of times in the hill climbs. It's a very, very quick, very competitive car, and the noise is amazing.
Is that the Red Bull one? That's
the Red Bull car, yeah.
Wow.
Amazing car, yeah.
Is there a chance at the show he'll be able to start it up so everyone can hear as well?
Yeah, we're going to try. Can we get it? There's a few cars we have lined up to do, so we would love to hear that started.
Definitely.
We have there's a couple of cars. I would love to say what if they're coming or not. We're trying the background for 2 really special cars. All I'll say is one's Group B. All I'll say, and another one competed in a number of different hill climb events. 2 cars we really want to have. We didn't know that they were in this country, and we have possibly the opportunity of getting them. So fingers crossed this all comes to plan in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out in the socials whether or not this actually comes to fruition or not. But there's a couple of cars. Those are 2 cars as well that we would love to have start up on the day. And it might be difficult with startup cold start sequences and things like that there. But we might ask the question, and hopefully the owners will be happy to participate. So
scumbag them into it.
That's it.
Yeah, so
nothing like peer pressure, eh?
totally. So yeah, we do have our timetable of things we want to do. We have some live music coming from the stage. A good friend of mine has given us the land of a 1952 Austin flatbed lorry as our stage.
How
Yeah,
cool
I saw
is
that. That's so cool.
It's so cool. It's such an amazing little thing. It's so ratty, and it's patina is coming. It's got patina in spades, but it's so cool. It's been amazing to have that. We don't have to hire stages and things like that, which is
For
which is
those
amazing.
Americans, that's a truck.
Truck, yes, a flatbed truck. So yeah, it's a lovely little lorry. So yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, we have our timetable of things going on through the day. We have a local music school is giving them the opportunity to practice to a live audience. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. I don't know what genre of music it's going to be, but it's going to be fantastic to have them. And then we'll in between, we'd love to have a few startup sequences that we can have a different sort of music going across the ground. So
definitely.
other cars, we are honoured here to have quite a number of works minis in Northern Ireland and Ireland, and there's 3 cars that don't often get together, and they're the ORX rally cars for the 68 Monte Carlo sisters. So obviously there's 4 of them. 2 of them are in the north, one's in the Republic in Dublin. So we have the 3 from this island coming together. So it's ORX 77F, 777F, and 707F. So yeah, the 3 cars don't often come together. So it's been amazing to have the 3 of them. And on top of that, a good 3 contacts of ours, actually a namesake of mine, his name's Campbell as well, has the 1964 Monte Carlo sister car of EJB. So he has 570 FMO. So it competed in 64 Monte with EJB. So there's four works minis are going to look amazing.
Royalty.
Yeah, so we have mini royalty coming, and it's going to be amazing to have the 4 of them together. I mean, we will have other minis. We've got a lot of contacts of Circuit of Ireland competing minis in the 60s and all too, which would be amazing to have them as well if we can. And I mean, like, we're not Philip and myself, we're mini men through and through, as you know. But we want to try to. I mean, if you go down our list, there's a lot of minis on it, but we're trying to get something for everybody, and especially with Ireland, North and South being such a huge rally country, we wanted to try to get as many rally cars together as we can. To have that 6R4 there is amazing, and we have the opportunity maybe for 1 or 2 more Group B rally cars, and if they come to fruition, it'd be amazing to have a Group B display as well. So the idea of this display would be to have sort of promoting motorsport in Ireland, connections with Ireland, and things like that. So that's kind of where this list of cars is coming from, which is amazing to have. So
it's going to be awesome.
This sounds fantastic. My question to you is it going to be kind of just a fun kind of show, or is there like prizes for different genres, or how's that going to work?
Well, we're not breaking it down into classes or anything. So for the most part, it's going to be a fun day. We want to have just everybody coming together. It's early in the season. Just, bring cars out, maybe for the first time, if after being restored or something out there, just come together, have a lovely family day out, and be in the chance to win something. Yeah, so we have some homemade prizes. Philip's dad has made some amazing prizes, from little trophies made from car parts and things. There's some pretty cool. So we'll you have to keep an eye out on the socials for those coming up there. They look pretty sick. So um, so we're having a car of the show. We will have a few judges going around the main show area. We've got car of the show and 2 runners-ups. We also have a furthest travelled award as well, because we do have some folks coming from the mainland and from way down south as well. So trying to work out mileages and things like that there, which is going to be fun. But we also are going to have a People's Choice Award for the invited cars. So all of the special display area cars will be eligible for People's Choice, because we kind of thought, give a little bit back. They've brought cars out of their collections. They bring them down for us to display. I thought, give them an opportunity to be part of the show as well. So we have a People's Choice Award prize for them as well. And on top of that, we've got raffles. We've been lucky to have a lot of people putting their hands in their pockets, donating, even just donating some money to the pot and prizes. As you said, we have our lovely corduroy hat, courtesy of yourselves, which were part of the raffle.
Happy to.
We've got. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So we're really appreciative of everybody's support, and some of the prizes we've got have been fantastic. So it's it's gonna. I don't think too many people are going to go away disappointed if they win something at the raffle. We've got some pretty nice stuff.
And it's all for a good cause.
It's all for a good cause, yeah. So we're trying to raise as much as we have. We have our GoFundMe page, and we have a nice little sum in it at the minute. We've got, the bank account is filling up nice with some donations and things as well. And we've got, I think we've got maybe 65 or something prepaid entries in already. We want more. As many cars as we possibly can get.
How many do you think that venue can hold?
I think we've limited our event right to 180. That's given with the current conditions on the ground as well. Hopefully, if we get 4 weeks of really good weather, it'll not be a problem. We can extend that even further out. So I think we could get a couple of hundred or more on the grass area if in a fair wind. But I'd like, if we got anywhere over 150 cars, 180, I'd be over the moon, absolutely over the moon. So
it'd be amazing.
As many as we can get.
Yeah, if you guys are interested, go check it out. Give them an email. You kind of hit the nail on the head. It's incredible how many cars can come out of the woodwork that are just stored away, that don't get driven very often or whatever it is, just popping around to different meets here or shows or whatever it is. It's just like where did this come from? Like, it's just some guy has it stored up in his garage. And
yeah, totally. Like, there was just cars that we just never knew we had here, which is the thing. We were at a few car shows last year, sort of trying to get to chat to owners and things, and like some cars that we would love to have. I don't know if it's even possible. We've had a few chats and things, but rare cars is the thing as well. And these cars turning up at shows, and suddenly there's just a swarm of people around it, and you're like, where did that come from? Like, and some of the cars, like, I didn't even know we had them until I actually was watching videos on YouTube, and that's here, and you see, and like, I didn't even know that. And there's a car collection from a guy who owns a lovely collection of Group B rally cars and so on, and he lives 4 or 5 miles from my house. Didn't even know it was there.
That's crazy.
He's so. Yeah, we've approached him as well, so hopefully he can bring something out as well, which would be amazing. So
should just go door knock and see what kind of cars are.
Yeah.
I was watching some YouTube the other day, and Vin from Hoonigan, who no longer is at Hoonigan, he does YouTube stuff now, and
Yeah.
It's pretty good content, but he saw a Ferrari F50 just driving out on the streets of California. Like, what? And it turns out he uh, got the person's contact and went and saw it. And turns out I can't remember exactly the number, but they didn't make very many Ferrari F50s, and this one was actually a different red from like the Corsa Rosa red.
Wasn't it
And they,
one of 8 or something? I think he
I was
said.
gonna say, I think it was one of 8.
Yeah.
And it was driving down the street. Like, what? Crazy. Oh man, yeah. So you never know. You just never know.
Well, that's it. Yeah. So we're just we're keeping our we're just keeping our doors open and just keep asking our contacts. And we have friends coming and saying like, oh, a friend of ours has this. Would you be interested? And like and this guy's like, oh, didn't even know that. Like I was saying, didn't even know that it was in this country, and to have that is amazing. So and there's a lot of people which uh, they don't go to shows, which is amazing for us that they're allowing us to display their car, and they never take their cars to shows. So we're privileged to have so many so many people supporting us, which is we're over the moon with it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a certain point where you have you've been in the car game for a long time, or you've had some crazy cars, and then you kind of just fall out of going to shows or meets and stuff like that. And there comes a time, something like this, that might spark that to get you back into it, or allow you to kind of go, and you kind of get that bug again. I feel like that's what happens with a lot of all of these garage finds and project cars and stuff like that. I think that's kind of you lose that motivation kind of thing.
I think the biggest problem with things like that is that a lot of people don't venture too far from their home grounds for shows and events and stuff. So what starts to happen is you start seeing the same cars, the same faces. Yeah, they might have a different set of wheels, or they've done something slightly different, but you just start seeing the same things over and over again, and it gets tedious.
Mm-hmm.
It does, yeah. No, I totally agree. I've kind of fell out with the shows a little bit. I only go to the bigger shows. Like I used to go to shows every weekend, and like you rock up to like this farmer's field, and the next weekend you go to a different farmer's field, and it's the same cars just parked in a different field.
Definitely.
And you just get used to it. And being such a small country, we don't have that variation. So I could drive to the other end of the country and I'll see the same car. So it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I think really what killed it for me, I think what killed the show scene here for me was going to England, going to the bigger shows, going to Bewley, going to Bingley Hall, going to Minnie in the Park, places like that. It ruined Goodwood, for example. Like, I mean, we don't have anything like that remotely close to that here.
I mean, what's the closest thing you got to that? The Killarney sort of rally stages, or?
Yeah, so the historic rally would be the closest we'd have. Mondello Park in Dublin, outside Dublin, would do historic events, but I mean, it wouldn't even be the same league as Goodwood. But there's a very few places would be anyway. But I mean, we don't have very many big circuits. We have 2 main circuits in Northern Ireland. We have Kirkeston and Bishop's Court. And their locality as well is a problem because they can only do so many events a year because they're surrounded by residential areas. So even that, and again, being such a small country, we don't have the same we don't have the same competitiveness. Like people who want to get into motorsport, they have to travel. They go to England, they go to America to do racing. They go to Europe, and inevitably they don't come back because that's where their work is. So, so that happens the show scene over here. So this is why when we wanted to do this, we just didn't want to just keep it to simply classic cars. Didn't want to keep it to simply minis, because even the mini shows here, there's like 4 main mini shows. We will see the same ones in all 4 shows. It's just the way it is, but they're more of a social events. But as far as the show is concerned, this is why we've opened it up to everything. It kind of gets a bit of variety coming in, and which is great because I found going to some of the bigger shows which do that. That's when you start to find the variety coming in, and you get the different cars coming.
You get that buzz back.
Yeah, like even I was at Dub Shed a couple of weekends ago. It's a massive VW show, and it has all their make stuff that you maybe saw on my Instagram there, from my personal Instagram, that I brought the Traveller to it. It was eligible to go into the other makes hall, and like some of the cars there are simply amazing, and you don't see them very often. They go to 3 shows a year, um, and it's an event where people bring out their new builds. So every year you go there, there's always something different. Like one, for example, was Drift Games. You maybe saw on the socials they had a massive fire.
Unfortunately.
no, so
3 days
bad.
after their event, everything was gone. Absolutely
Ugh.
gutted for the guys. Like they lost everything, but they had an amazing stall at the event. They had all of their cars. They had like 10, 15 cars on their stand, and they unveiled to the public one of their big build, which was a 2JZ, 2JZ powered Lamborghini Gallardo with a Liberty Walk body kit on, like a total one-off car. And they launched it at the show, and this was a car which was going to be hitting the drift scene, the Irish drift scene, and then going into drift wars in across Europe. And like ironically, he said at the show, this is the only show this car will ever be at.
Wow.
And this car, this isn't a show car. This is a car to be drifted. And like 3 days later, the whole place went on fire and they lost everything. But those are the sort of cars which are in the country. Then, and they have I'm not sure of the model number. I know they have a Corvette Z06.
I think it was,
yeah. Yeah. And again, a full one-off space
That thing
frame
was
carbon
crazy.
car, and yeah, gone. And it's
it's
heartbreaking for the guys. But
it is, because there's such a good bunch of guys as well. Their heart's always being in it for the people,
Yeah, totally.
Just your average guys.
So these are the sort of guys which we're reaching out to, and yeah, they were interested in bringing something, and unfortunately they don't have anything to bring now. And yeah, would have been amazing to chat with them and things, but yeah, these things happen. But I mean, those are the sort of cars which we have here, and they just come out of the woodwork, and we don't,
Man, that's amazing. This sounds like an amazing show. I wish I was closer to come, but
yeah,
support the cause and see cool cars. Like there's nothing better than that. So good on you guys for putting this together and working so hard on it. Actually, it's not easy to put together.
No, it's not. No, it's been 18 months of headaches. We've had our setbacks. We've been hit with a few things. We had venues planned, and then we said, "Oh no, you can't come here now," and cost of things going up. And I mean, we've had a fair share of problems with organising it, and yeah, we're really happy that it's coming together. I'm really excited that we've got so much amazing support from people, and yeah, we're really can't wait to get it over and done with. In some ways, it'll be a huge relief to have it finished, but we're really looking forward to doing it. And I'm sure we will. We'll sit back maybe on the 2nd or 3rd of June, and we'll sit back and be proud of what we've done. And I don't know if we'll ever do this again. I mean, we have everything sorted out. We know what we're going to be doing if we do decide to do it next year, but we'll decide towards the end of the year whether we'll do it again next year.
I hope you guys do. I hope you do.
Yeah, so
once you do one, maybe it'll be easier on the second time around.
Yeah, well, that's it. We're both new to this. Like we both do project management in daily life. So like we both have that background. Granted, both in the construction industry, but it's we kind of can apply the same skills to this, and I've organised shows with clubs before and with committees, but to do this completely on our own, we've got the help of some friends. Philip has his brother included with us, so there's 5 or 6 of us somewhere kind of working in the background. But so Philip and myself, we're the sort of the front of house. But it's been surreal. But and the contacts that we've got from it, through friends of friends, and a lot of doors have been opened to us, which we never thought would be open to us, and people come on and offering us things which we would never have expected has been. I don't even know what the right word is. It's very humbling to have people allow us to display something which is very special to a lot of people, and have it. So kind of maybe brings me on to to what I was looking to to reveal. But we have a very, very special car, which we're hugely honoured to have. And this came through a meeting I had at Bingley Hall back in January with Minisport.
Ooh.
So simply just through a friend who knows Chris Harper very well, said, "Look, have a chat to Mike, or have a chat to Chris, and see, maybe be able to support you in some way." So yeah, nervously had a meeting with him, and yeah, he very graciously offered us a 33 JB replica for the show.
The one that was actually at Bingley Hall.
Yes. So
that thing was gorgeous.
Yeah, so it's a huge honor, massive
Wow.
honor.
That's incredible.
And a privilege to have it. I mean, I've had a number of emails back and forth with Chris. It's been surreal. To even be offered it is amazing. And so yeah, we have graciously accepted his offer. It's a very, very, very kind offer. And yeah, and again, P&O, like we were trying to think, how are we going to get this car over here? So we have we had a discount code. We have I would love to, absolutely love to. So yeah, so P&O Ferries very very kindly gave us a discount code for anybody coming across, and we're sort of in the mentality, if you don't ask, you don't get sort of thing for this. So we beg, borrow, and stealing what we can for the show. So we just asked the question to P&O to explain what we're doing, and they very, very kindly are supporting and sponsoring the transportation of the car.
Oh, fantastic.
So yeah, so huge thanks to P&O Ferries, for allowing us for bringing the car over for us as well. So we have 2 return trips. We have to obviously get the car here and then get the car back again.
That's a shame.
So yeah, so unfortunately we have to give it back. Yeah, but yeah, we have to give massive thanks to Minisport and of course the Hopkirk family for allowing us to display that car. But that car has a very special place in Northern Ireland. Well, obviously because Paddy Hopkirk was from Belfast. This is obviously the 60th anniversary of the Monty win in the real EJB. It's the 10th anniversary from when Paddy was honoured by Belfast, and he received the key of the city as part of the Paddy Hopkirk Gala event, which was back in 2014. An event was absolutely amazing event, and so to have these anniversaries coming up, but the car itself was actually built here in Northern Ireland by the late Graham McConnell. He was one of the big mini men here in Northern Ireland. Has built so many very, very special cars and amazing replicas, and his attention to detail is second to none. Like Paddy even said when he first saw the car, it was better than the original.
Wow.
So it just goes to show how much detail Graham went into it. Like whenever I was speaking with Graham when he first built the car, because I saw it at a local mini show in 2013 when he had just finished building the car, and I remember driving into the show and seeing the red and white Mini Cooper sitting on the side, and I only when I saw the 37 on the door, I thought, that's EJB, why is it over here? So I go straight over, and it was a replica, and it's a perfect replica, as you'd know, Sean. But so after he died, unfortunately, he never got to see the car at the gala. He died. He was very, very ill and didn't get to see it with Paddy. And then the car obviously then became Paddy's car. And then whenever he died, obviously the Hopkirk family still have it, and Mini Sport look after it. So we obviously have that the connection with Graham, and then obviously with Paddy. So and with the anniversaries as well, it's been amazing to have it. So like I said, I can't thank Chris and the Hopkirk family enough to allow us the opportunity to display it. So and to have it sitting beside FMO, which was the real EJB sister car, is going to be
Man, that's
nice.
gonna be
So
so cool.
yeah, it's still a pinch me moment. I still can't really believe it.
That's amazing.
There's always going to be a pinch me moment. Even when you look
Yeah.
back, you're going to be thinking, how on earth we managed to pull that out.
Yeah, it's we had a few head scratches. We were, how are we going to do this? Can we, can we make this work? And yeah, Chris pulled it out of the bag for us, and yeah, he's the help he has been amazing. And I got a lovely message from him, saying that he wanted to do what he could to make sure that we could have the car. Because he says Paddy would have been honoured
Oh, fantastic.
if he was still with us, and it would been if he was still with us, it would have been amazing to actually have invited him over
Yes.
as well to the event. I think he might have been interested in coming. He has obviously had his own children's charities and things there, and the anniversary. I like to think he might have joined us, but
I think
but
so.
to have his car is going to be amazing. So
Definitely.
Man, that's so cool. I'm so excited for you. It sounds like this is going to be an amazing event for multitude of reasons. So kudos to you for putting this on, and if you guys are interested in going, like I said, check out the socials, emails. Do you guys have a website, or is it just the event link?
no, we don't have a website. No, just the socials and
Yeah, it's not. No
and our
worries.
GoFundMe. As in, like, even if anybody isn't available to come and they want to support, so we have our GoFundMe there. We're trying to raise what we can for the neonatalians, for the hospitals, because then they were absolutely amazing, for us, and we've found as well that there's so many people have very similar experiences
Mm-hmm.
since we've started doing this, and we've explained people what we're doing, and to have people come and saying, "Oh, we went through the same," has been amazing to hear as well. And I think maybe in some ways, without playing, without getting in your violin out and playing the sub story, we've found that even just saying what we're doing, people are really willing to help kids, which is fantastic, and
Mm-hmm.
give the hospitals the recognition that they deserve. Which I mean, yeah, we can never thank them enough for what they did for our sons. So this is the little we can do. So.
I'm sure they appreciate it as well.
Oh well, we're trying. One of the I think it's one of the sisters there. Ironically, is a man. He is Rob. His name is, and he's really keen on coming down. He actually is their mascot, so he's hopefully coming down in a big bear costume and
Oh, brilliant!
being the mascot for them. So they're over the moon, and yeah, I think they all are hoping to come. So and yeah, we've a lot of some nice cars on display. So like I've said, and hopefully more to come.
So, apart from what you've already teased, I don't know how much you can or can't say right now, but what is the one thing you are most looking forward to about the day?
Oh, EJV, 100%.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We have so many amazing cars. I don't know. I mean, EJB to come being a mini man, of course, it's one of the one car which is amazing to have. But we have other amazing cars, and
Yeah.
there is one. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't know if it'll happen or not. But there is a very unique car which I'll just say it's from the 80s, and it's a very very unique car, and it would be amazing to have it. I've only ever seen it once at a show, by the guy who actually owns it. I'd say it could be nearly 20 years ago since I saw it last. This car never comes out. And
Can you tease like the make or?
It's French, though. It's French.
Ooh.
And it did a
We
certain
don't
club
like
time
the
in America.
French.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a huge clue right there.
So yeah, that would be one car I would love to have. I would love to have it.
Wow.
Yeah, Peugeot 405 T16. That would be an amazing car to have. I don't know if it'll happen.
I hope it does.
I hope it does. But yeah, that would be amazing. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how to pick from. I just think what we've created, I think, was something we will look back on and be proud of. And
I mean, you guys have already achieved so much already in such a short amount of time, so you should already be proud of yourselves for even
yeah,
getting to this point.
so
You know,
yeah. But for being a mini man, we've got 4 Works Minis, a
Wow.
Works replica, which is perfect. It may as well be a Works car. And we've got some other lovely minis there, and we have the opportunity of some fantastic Works Group B rally cars, historic circuit cars. I mean,
It's gonna be cool to see like the the Works Rally minis and like the Group B cars like next to each other. It's like so funny, like the progression, that sport went.
it's like when you flick through one of those like rally books, isn't it? And they're going through the pictures, and it's like it goes from like Lancia Stratos to like Opel Manta to then like the group 90s Group A Cosworths and so on. It would just be like that in real life rather than just flicking through pages.
Yeah,
it's like you're saying. Like if you look at the Lancias, they're over here as well, and I would love to have them all. We could fill the show field with invited cars, but we can only have so many invited cars. We only have so much space for special display areas. Like there's they have the Delta Integrales, we have the the Stratoses, real ones, not even just replicas.
That's so cool.
There's Escort, Mark II Escorts. Like Ireland has Mark II Escorts coming out of his ears. There's not many Escorts here. There's Frank Kelly.
Baby Blue.
If anybody watches a Frank Kelly video, the one video is him coming over the crest of the hill, 30 feet in the air. I mean,
yes.
There's things like that. I mean, to have Frank Kelly there would be amazing.
Definitely.
But we can't have them all. So yeah, I really don't know. I can answer that question better on the second achievement. At the minute, I really don't have a favorite, to be fair. Like even the Unipart Metro, it's a one-off car as well. And like, when did you last see it?
Wow. I think most people have probably only seen it in magazines or books anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And like over here as well, we even have, if it's actually even in the city where we're having the show, we have the all-wheel drive special tuning mini club one, the 4-wheel drive one.
Yes.
If we could get that out of hibernation, there's a real Sebring Sprite that actually competed in the 62 Sebring. It's
That's
over
cool.
here as well. I mean, we have so many contacts through doing this now, and maybe we do have to do it again next year to get other cars on display.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Well,
do it.
So we'll see.
We'll drag Mike over as well for it.
Yeah,
we gotta fix drinkflation first.
We'll try to get some. We'll try to get some American car over to entice him with some
Huh? Maybe I'll get like an American hot rod and bring it over.
Yeah. Oh, you build the Cooper and bring it over.
That time frame. That's a time crunch, man. Yeah,
So,
maybe.
Yeah, so
if anyone wants to donate to the Cooper S Fund, let me know. JK. Well,
there's not much more really to add. It's just, we're on the countdown now, and we can't wait.
The final countdown.
I was waiting for the singing to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the song that's been going over my head for a long time now.
No, honestly, I wish you guys all the best for it, because it sounds like
Yeah,
it's going
thank
to be
you.
such an amazing time, and you've worked
Mhm.
so hard to get to the point of making it become a reality. So good on you guys. You know,
Yeah,
you all deserve a pat on the back for it.
we felt like pulling the plug a few times, and yeah, I'm glad we kept on going. It's been a few headaches,
Yeah,
a few
that's to be
roadblocks,
expected with
like I
stuff
said.
like
So
this.
yeah, and we're very very lucky. There's a good friend of mine's coming over from England, a YouTuber friend. So I'm hoping to entice him to do a little video for us.
Definitely.
So that's Jake from Fuel Power, I give him we shout out there. So I'm going to try to get him to do a wee video if he doesn't mind for YouTube, because I know I won't get to see the show.
That's true.
This is a question I was going to ask you guys. On your social media pages, at some point throughout the day, are you going to be going on a live for the people that can't make it if they're in other countries or, unable for the day?
Would be a great idea. Yeah, we haven't thought that really that far ahead yet. It would be nice to, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely something worth considering. Yeah, would be good. So
I look forward
we
to
might do,
seeing it.
yeah, we might do a few lives on our socials. Yeah, we might have to see how
Hmm.
see how things go.
Dangle the carrot and be like, this is what you're missing out on, guys. You should have
Yeah.
really come, you know?
Yeah, and it'd be nice to get a few drone footages and things for coming up and things if we can. I don't. We'll see what we can do.
Definitely.
We still have to get permission from the local authorities for drone flying and things. So I think we should be okay. I'm just waiting on a confirmation coming back from the authorities, but we should be okay.
I think it's crossed for it.
Fingers crossed. So yeah, I think and we've a few local photographers coming, who motorsport photographers and
Mm.
and the car show photographers coming.
But
Which
they're gonna
so
have
I
to
say
they're gonna have to slower their shutter speeds. They're not gonna need it on whatever it is for moving cars.
no, like it would be nice to do some at some point. We'd love to have done a little run through the town or something, but
Yeah.
yeah, doing a static show was enough of a headache for the minute. So we'll see what happens in the future. Yeah, because it would be lovely to see like of the historic rally cars and things like that, do a little drive by. Because I mean, it's all nice having them sitting, but yeah, people really want to hear them. So yeah,
Mm.
having a
Yeah.
start up at some point during the day of some of the more special cars would be. I mean,
Yeah, that
the
would
fire
be
breathing things would be amazing to have. So
that
yeah,
would be real cool.
we'll try and we'll maybe work on that and see can we get something to work. So.
Mm.
Man. Well, Ian, you've been on a couple times, so we might have hit all the Patty Probe questions, but I think we got a couple new ones since
Oh well, sure,
last
hit me anyway.
on, right? Like, um, right, guys. I think we have.
I'm sure there's a couple we could put out
I'll
the
try
bag.
not
Yeah.
to be as controversial this time.
The most recent 3 that I think I added after you have been on was, what would be your dream mini road trip?
Somewhere in Europe. You watch those Top Gear videos of all of their amazing drives through Europe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Stelvio Pass, I think
Oh.
was the one that would really jump out at me. The Stelvio Pass in Italy.
That's
Yeah,
just hairpin after hairpin after hairpin, isn't it?
yeah. Like even more so than, of course, Col de Trini. I mean, you can't be a pure mini petrol head and not think of the Col de Trini.
Can vouch that is an amazing road to drive on.
Yeah, yeah. I did it myself in a Seat Ibiza rental car one time, and it's not the same, but it was
Still
quite
fun.
spectacular. So,
Yeah.
some of the let's say okay, we'll go taking the Traveller here, just a perfect road trip car. It's got the power, it's got the space. So we'll leave here, and we'll head down to the south of Ireland, across France, hit all the calls in the Monte Carlo areas and in the Alps. Then we'll head across into Italy. We'll do the Stelvio Pass. I mean, maybe the San Bernardino Pass on the way back through Switzerland,
If you must.
if we must. I mean, why not? You're there. We're in the area. Why not?
That's it.
Might as well.
But even if not even to leave this island, the Wild Atlantic Way is spectacular. So I did the Mizen run with the Irish Mini Club, which is for those who don't know, Mizen Point is the most southerly point in Ireland. Malin Head is the most northerly point in Ireland. It's a bit like the Land's End of John O'Groats, but a little shorter. And it's an amazing drive. It's like 600 miles, or thereabouts. And it takes in a lot of the Wild Atlantic Way. It's another amazing drive. Or even closer to home, we've got the Causeway Drive from Belfast, taking the eastern coast through. It's called Causeway Coastal Drive. So it's the whole way from Belfast right up to the north coast, and amazing roads.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine that's pretty spectacular. There's
Yeah,
oftentimes great roads right in your backyard.
Yeah, no, we do. We have some amazing roads, and then I can drive them any day. I can go anytime. So to go back to your answer, yeah, it'll be those roads, the Calls and the Stelvios over in and the passes over in Europe. In Cooper S. Traveller.
Part 2 to the question is, on your dream road trip, what would be your mini driving playlist if your car had a like a
well, other than
plug-in,
other than the exhaust note, the induction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably. It has to be the on days like these.
Oh yes.
Especially
if you're going through Europe.
You can't go through the twisties in the Alps and not have on days like these going through your head from the Italian Job.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I've forgotten his
Matt Monroe, is it?
Matt Monroe, yes, Matt
Monroe. Can't go wrong with that, I guess.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm not really into music when I'm driving. I just like to enjoy the moment. So. Yeah, the exhaust note is more than enough for me.
It's really hard. Sometimes I want to listen to just something while I'm driving, like especially if I'm, going towards like LA. I'm just like on the highway, but it's just so damn loud in my car. Like my little Bluetooth speaker, it's almost like more ear piercing than just listening to the loudness.
Just stick some headphones in.
Yeah, I don't like doing that. It's sketchy.
Yeah.
Well, like if I was out in the middle of nowhere, yeah, fine. But like driving, when I start getting into like LA, it's like no one gives a shit that you're in a small car. They just ride your ass and swerve around you, cut you off. Some jabroni cut me off last night, and I was like, I've been trying to be better about like getting mad at things like that. A guy cuts me off, almost hits me. I had to slam on my brakes that don't work very well.
Was it that elusive 86 Accord?
I don't even remember. I think it was more of like an Ultima, and I was like, all right, maybe he's like in a rush, like maybe his wife's going into labor, and he was like, I was like on the exit to go off the freeway, and nope, he just wanted to cut past everybody, be a douchebag, and cut back in onto the highway. I was like, you son of a b. So I was real mad, and I was honking my mini horn at him like.
The cutest little horn sound.
Why That's why I upgraded the horn on the Traveller, because the little beep doesn't really do enough. So I have Jaguar S-type horns on there now. So.
Oh no, yeah, I should get like an air horn. I like the beep for when people like see it and wave, and it's like funny, makes it even funnier. But like for actual traffic, you need something with a little more presence. Oh man! All right, boys, should we wrap this bad boy up? Everyone, go follow MiniLife.37, Goldtooth Craze, Scrapyard, Cooper S. Traveller, Jack and Bertie Car Show,
Bonanza.
Mountain Classic, Mike.
But is the Instagram though is just Jack and Bertie Car Show, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Am I wrong?
Let me check.
God, this is bad,
I think it is. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, Jack and Bertie's car show. You're right. Sorry.
Ba, 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 ba.
Yes, we think we ran out of characters. I think I was right. It was Jack and Bertie's
Yeah,
car
yeah.
show, but no, it didn't fit. Yeah, Jack and Bertie's car show.
And let's not forget our lovely partners, Mountainy Classic. Go follow them as well. Anything else for the people?
I've got nothing left. How about you, Ian?
No. You just see the new livery on the car, but apart from that, I've had nothing new to me.
Yeah, the thing's hot.
This is all on the CST social. So.
Love it.
You've
Love it.
got new merch out as well, haven't you?
Oh yeah, rocking the new merch.
Yeah, it's looking smart. I like it.
So.
Go check it out.
It may come onto the market at some point.
That's what I was going to say. I didn't think it was like...
No, this is a one of one.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Teaser.
All right. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.
See you later.
See you guys.